Hello guys, welcome to a brand new episode of Mide's Insights, which this happens to be the final episode of the season. I am so excited. The love you guys have shown me since the beginning of this project up until now, I'm so grateful. I actually had the vision. It is one thing for you to have a vision, and it is another thing for you to actually see that vision come to life. So I thought about, I know it's a new year, so happy new year to you all. I really do hope this year comes with a lot of good things, because we had our hopes up for 2020 and it turned out to be. I think one of the problems with 2020 is the fact that 2020 was overhyped. I'm one of those people that actually said, oh, 2020 is my year of expensive luxury, 2020 is my year of this, 2020 is my year of that, But we are grateful for life, that we are all alive today to actually witness 2021, which, I believe, a lot of things that were put on hold last year, are being brought to this year now. So, I'm really anxious to see what this year has in store, but I don't want to overhype, so I don't fall into the same pit as I did, in 2020. So I thought about sharing some of the lessons 2020 taught me. 2020 was a great year. It was a great year. I wouldn't say it's a bad year per se, but I would say it was good to some extent. It came with its own ups and downs, just like we have with every other thing. So COVID-19 came. I think I had finished my first semester in February or March in school. So I came home for holiday, and then COVID came. COVID had already been in existence before then, but it wasn't as rampant as the numbers had not gone that high as at that time. So when I got home, I was thinking by April I should be back to school, and by June I should be done with school. But that didn't happen, and I was really sad. COVID came. It wasn't even COVID alone. We also had ASU strike going on then. So it brought me down, and I was feeling so bad because I had a lot of plans. I had a lot of things that I wanted to accomplish for 2020. I was thinking, because I also had a plan of being one of the youngest person in the family to graduate at that particular age, but unfortunately, that didn't happen. So, but I was sad at first, but along the line, I got to appreciate what I did have, got to appreciate and be thankful for the things that I have that I know money cannot buy at all. So 2020 for me was a year of me realizing myself. 2020 was a year of me, despite the fact that a lot of people say it wasn't a great year, I did accomplish a lot of things in 2020. It might not be in terms of material things, but I really do know that I had, this project has always been on my mind, but I was always scared of starting because I was worried. I wanted it to be really perfect. And I can remember very well, Debola, my friend, she called and said, you don't need this to be really perfect. Just start. Along the line, everything would eventually come together. And I know my best friend as well said the same thing to me. She said, oh, just, do this. I feel like you can do this as well. Because one of the things that actually makes me happy, apart from being an interior decorator, that a lot of people know me as a makeup artist, is the fact that I love to listen to people. I love to share my story. I love to relate to people's story, to people's story as much as I can. So I said, okay, this is another thing that can actually make me happy. Being able to touch lives. I cannot start putting out messages of, the amount of text messages that I get on my Instagram and on my WhatsApp of people telling me, people just feeling like, because I know what it feels like to actually have someone to listen to you with everything you do. So, a lot of people will send me messages, oh, what do you think I should do about this? What do you think I should do about that? And actually getting to listen to them was one of my highlights, because it's one thing that makes me happy. It's like me being doing me, and at the same time it's like me finding a job that actually lets me be me, and that actually makes me happy. So I'm really happy, despite the fact that a lot of people think that this comes with a lot of it's all about the fame, it's all about wanting to be in front of the camera, for me, it wasn't that. It was just me being me wanting to understand the world around me, because I know how much importance it is for you to have a listening ear. And that's one thing that I didn't really have that much. I thought of being that brother to someone out there, being that friend to someone out there who watches my video and can be inspired by the things that I'm doing. So for me, it's not about just the glitz, glam, looking good and all of that. Yeah, that's it for me. And this year, I'm really grateful for the kind of people that I met. I met a lot of people. I met a lot of friends who actually helped me put things in perspective, because when I had this project in mind, I discussed with people, because I love to always put it out there, tell people, well, what do you think about this, what do you think about it? And a lot of them had, they inspired me, they told me, why not do it this way, why not do it that way? And I brought those ideas together. I brought every advice together, and that actually gave birth to Mide's insight that you all watch now and you love so much. And 2020, it wasn't a bad year for me overall. I would say that with my full chest. Like 2020 wasn't a bad year for me. I could not finish school like I wanted to, but I do believe there are actually things that money cannot buy. There are actually things that school cannot give to you. And if looking at Mide's insights, where do I see it in years to before the end of 2021 or 2022? I see it as bigger than it is now. It is already getting big, because of the love, but I know it can actually become bigger than it is. So yeah, 2020 was a good year overall, and one thing it taught me is it also taught me to be grateful. I'm more grateful now. I've always been a grateful person. I'm not saying this as me trying to hype myself, but I'm saying it as any little thing you do to me, it really means a lot to me. Everything you do to me means a lot to me, trust me. And even with my circle of friends, I know a lot of people that I surround myself with, that I know that are my best friend. They are people that are actually older than me, because I get a lot of experiences from them. I get a lot of things to learn from them. So I always want to associate myself with those people, and these are actually the people that I ran to. I don't want to mention names, but I think I should mention some of the people that are actually behind. There are people behind this camera that actually makes this thing what it is today. These people actually they, in terms of support, emotional support, physical support, every support you can ever think of. Sometimes I'm in front of the camera and I'm literally shaking. They will tell you, just drink water, calm down, everything will be fine. In terms of clothing, because it's not really easy for you to keep wearing this one today, wearing another one next week. It's a lot of effort. If there is something to take home about 2020, I'm grateful for the people that I have around me. I made new friends, and they actually friend people that inspire me a lot. And I do believe that this Mide's insight will be bigger this year. I believe that it will be bigger and it will be better, with all the plans I have, with all the things that we've already started plans for the second season. And I believe it will start airing anytime from the end of this month or early February. I really do want to, because this is like me being me. I've always been myself. I've always been a natural. I've always been myself. But this is like me being me, having a heart-to-heart conversation with my viewers. And one thing that I would just say is, I've put my message out there to that young person watching you, because I know, in terms of responses, I know a lot of people do look at me now compared to I have a little brother that actually looks up to me before I started this project, but I know more people actually look up to me. I want to tell you, even if it's a young person, even if it's someone within my age range, I want to say this: never give up. Be grateful for the things you have, and anytime I'm going through a downtime, what I tell myself is there are things to be grateful for. First of all, there are things that I cannot afford. I cannot lie. And one of those things is actually I cannot afford to be in an hospital bed and pay for oxygen every single day, and I have that for free, which I don't have to pay for, and I'm so excited about that. We really need to just start looking inward and start looking at the things that we should be grateful for, that we don't even have to pay them for. I'm grateful for the people that I'm surrounded with. I'm grateful for my friends. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for my mom. God, that woman is like literally my biggest fan. There is no video that I put out there. There are times when I say certain things and she will just call me and say like, something like that. She's like my biggest fan, and I really do appreciate her a lot. My little brother, I do appreciate, my family as a whole. I really do appreciate every single one of them. And my friends, I do appreciate them. Director Angie has also been very supportive as well in terms of clothing, in terms of support. I really do appreciate This Is Stitches as well, started by Z and my darling Blue. All those people have really been like a backbone to this project. I cannot mention all the names, like every single guest that has been on the show. Every single one of them, they've actually, these people do not actually collect anything. Yeah, Shegun. Shegun is also the guy behind the camera as well. Shegun is very hard, right? But I know, sometimes it's coming from a good place as well, wanting to get the best of me. Shegun will literally tell you, I want you to do trends, I want you to do things that are trending, and I'm like, I have a vision, and I have where I want this to be, and this is how I want it. And even though he's very stubborn, but I do tell him that this is really what I want. And we have our disagreements, but we always end up finding a balance between that. And yeah, who else again? Please, I'm so sorry if I forgot any name, but I don't take every single person out there for granted. I know people that will literally see my posts in WhatsApp, and they will just go from there to even from the day when I just created the channel and I didn't have any content there, people literally subscribed with no content on it at all. I really am grateful for that, and I really do hope that we can have a good and a better relationship come a better relationship in 2022, 2023. I'm really waiting for that. So yeah, that's literally what I have for today. It's just my own appreciation to everyone that has supported this brand. It was 13 episodes in season 1, and every single episode was a banger. I'm grateful for it. Trust me, I've always said this, I'm not about the numbers, but I'm just grateful that people actually people are really waiting for that Saturday for me to drop that video. I'm so grateful for that. And yeah, that's it for me today. Just make the best out of your 2021. It has started already. Set your goals, and if you don't meet certain things by the end of the year, trust me, you can always go back to the drawing board. It's not about how far but how well. So always look inward and look at the things that you need to be grateful for. Be grateful for life. Be grateful for everything. There are reasons for you to be grateful. Trust me. And yeah, one of my friends would tell me, count your blessings. I'm counting my blessings now, and I'm so happy about everything that is happening to me at this moment. I know a lot of people that are not in my age range, that are way older than I am, and the things that I've done for myself, they've actually not done that. But I'm not saying it as pride, but I'm just saying it as you just need to be grateful. Someone sees you as a stepping stone. Someone sees you as someone they look up to. They want to be where you are. Yeah, till season 2, I remain Mide Blaze, and if you want to follow me on any of the social media platforms, my name is Mide Blaze. Also, my full name is actually Ayomide Adeoye. So yeah, you can keep the conversation going as well in the comment section, and if you want to, if you have a message for me, or if you have an offer for me as well, you can always come into my DM. Talk to me about anything. I'm always listening. I wish you all happy new year, and please be responsible. Don't drink and drive. Don't drive and drink. Just be a responsible person. I love you all so much.